You rolling? Okay.
So stop the bombing now. We want justice this now. Stop bombing Gaza now. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. In our thousands and our millions. We are all Palestinians. In our thousands and our millions. We are all Palestinians.
What's brought you out here, and how come you're, so supportive of the cause?
Well, I've been following Palestine for decades.
Yeah.
So this is just, we have to be here. We have to keep on.
Yeah.
And, we're out 2 or 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to stop unless we actually, all of us, keep going to stop
We are
it.
doing it because we are desperate for justice that the Palestinians have been denied for nearly 8 decades and even before. And we are desperate for justice that the British government, as Annie said, should live up to its responsibility and correct the historical injustice that was imposed on the Palestinians since the Balfour Declaration. We should really be here to...
I don't think the situation in Gaza can be described in any words. There's nothing can describe it. I now start thinking about Gaza as the witness who witnessed the forbidden to witness. And that's why they need to be silenced forever, because they witnessed the oppression, they witnessed the hypocrisy of the world. They can speak out what they've seen of crimes inside Gaza.
Essentially, it's a massacre. I think what you have in Gaza is a continuation of 75 years of oppression, of degradation, of occupation, and of pain basically inflicted on the Palestinian people by the Israeli state. We're about 6 months out from the October 7th attacks, and in that time we've seen 30,000, over 30,000 Palestinians killed by the Israelis through airstrikes, through interventions from the IDF. I would say is a genocide, is an ethnic cleansing, a deliberate attempt to clear out of Gaza, to expand the Israeli state, to expand the area of occupation.
It's against any international law. It's against even basic human law, could I say, or even morals. And it is not a war. You can't call what is happening in Gaza is now a war or even a conflict. It's ethnic cleansing. It's in broad light, live broadcast in front of eyes. It's a massacre, and it is ethnic cleansing.
Stop killing children!
Stop killing children!
Stop bombing schools!
Stop bombing schools!
Stop killing families!
Stop killing families!
Stop bombing streets! Have no limits. Their racism have no limits. Their supremacy has no limits. And sadly that applies to our government here and all British, all European and American government. Thank you.
I think the media was biased. They've been mouthpieces of the Israelis' narrative. We don't want, we want just a neutral media. We want just, journalists to do their jobs, to convey the message, to convey what's going really on in Gaza.
The media's response has been poor. It's been completely biased. I think you look at the way that the invasion of Ukraine was treated versus the ground offensive and bombing campaigns in Gaza, and it's just night and day.
Of course, our media like BBC and Sky and ITV, they were really pathetic, using double standard words. The hypocrisy of the media and the propaganda is like beyond, especially for someone who knows the truth.
I think one of the silver linings to this situation is I think there is a real feeling of complete, distrust now in the media. I think you've actually seen on the streets and amongst people a real sense of solidarity. Straight away, like a protest outside of the train station.
Please join me in saying, stop arming Israel! Stop arming Israel! Stop arming Israel! Stop arming Israel!
The protest is very important to keep the subsistence, consistency of the protest, and to make them know that we are not getting bored and we'll keep coming no matter what. We're not getting used to it. And the boycott is making really good effect on them, raising awareness like to their faces that we are against that genocide. I felt helpless. I felt the whole world doesn't listen, and I felt like I need to do something. I can't stay and live as normal and just watch TV and go to sleep. And I wanted something stronger to happen, something stronger can shake. I remember first day in the hunger strike was like on Saturday morning. We just put the tent on Friday. Saturday morning, just walking out for the tent, an old lady came and she begged me. She's like pointed for a 20 pound in her hand, and she said, please take it, I need you to get a breakfast, we need someone to shake these cages. This is humans, and we shouldn't allow them to divide us according to our race, religion or color. We should always stand together. If the people, humans, don't count to them in Gaza, doesn't matter, also here we don't count. I remember I woke up from the camp when I was on hunger strike on Thursday morning. On the news, they struck Yemen. And I was like, how dare they? They ignored all million were marching in London, in US, in everywhere. And you ignored all that. And it shows you how we don't count. All what they care about is their benefit and gain and commercial business thing. That's it. That's all what they care about. So that's why we as a human being, we all should stand together and never be divided.